2010 basketball and football. Helped lead Liberty Benton to the state title game in basketball as a freshman and in football as a junior. 2010 Division III Basketball Player of the Year after averaging 26 points, 7 assists, and 8 rebounds to go along with 3.2 steals per game. Twice All-State in basketball and a 1,000-point scorer, his Liberty Benton basketball teams went 88-5 in his 4 years. Played football as well for the Eagles as both a quarterback and free safety. On the gridiron, LB was regional champions in 2006 and the state runners-up in 2008. An All-State quarterback in 2007 and 2008 while earning Ohio Division V Offensive Player of the Year honors as a junior. In just 3 years, gained 11,000 yards of total offense, leading the Eagles to a 38-4 record. Was also an exceptional defensive player in football.
You could tell from an early age, Aaron had worked incredibly hard in his game. Even you noticed in middle school that Aaron was going to be something special. And I remember going into his first freshman year that he was our starting point guard. You could tell that in the summer he had enough ability.
Well, the thing I noticed most about Aaron Kraft was how well he competed. Now, he's 6'1", he's got athletic tools, he's got size and strength and so on, but his competitiveness is what set him apart from other players.
Aaron was basically a coach on the floor for Steve, and what he was able to relay to the team, even though the kids knew what was going on, Aaron could reinforce it in a way that was different than coming from a coach, so to speak, to where everybody bought into it. I thought he was an outstanding player.
He still distributed the ball and found the right guy because he knew there was going to be guys that the other teams were paying a lot of attention to him. But that's one thing I think Aaron, for us in our basketball program, he just made everybody around him better.
In my role today, I look at more what they do for the sport itself and maybe for a team. And I think that's what Aaron Kraft epitomizes as much as anything. He did so much for the game of basketball, bringing back, if you want to say, the hustle, the desire, what we love in high school basketball. And obviously he carried that further than that.
I remember seeing him as a freshman guard for that state runner-up team with Liberty Benton. But really what impressed me about Aaron was his presence and his ability on the football field. I thought that football would be his natural next step, and to play that at the college level, a good defensive back. His decision not to play as a senior at Liberty Benton, I think shocked a lot of people, but it was the right decision.
I think Aaron Kraft was was a better football player than he was a basketball player. Personally, I think he made a pretty good decision playing basketball, but as a high school player, he was a better football player than he was a basketball player.
He was a weapon on both sides. He really was. He had the ability to, just like he did on the basketball court, he had that, the ability as a defensive back to feel that receiver's at, anticipate what the quarterback wanted to do, and made him extremely dangerous from that standpoint. He got the notoriety for being the quarterback, but he was an unbelievable defensive back for us.
I thought when I watched him, because we went against other kids that went D1 and got sniffs on NFL teams. I thought this kid could play on Sundays. I mean, I thought he was that good as a safety, especially. But that kid was special.
He was just a tremendous athlete. I mean, if baseball would have been something he would have wanted to spend some time on and some effort with, he would have been a tremendous baseball player. Would have been great in track. He just had that. He just had that something special, that athleticism you just don't see very often. We talk often. We never seen him in a bad mood. Never seen him, where it wasn't full go. And that was just contagious. That was contagious for our whole football team. He was a tremendous football player individually, but what he did, those little things, made everybody around him a little bit better. And those were good times.
Aaron has a good rapport with younger kids, and it was just important for him, I think, to be able to use his ability to make other kids better. And I think those are the little things that I just remember that make him special. He wasn't he wasn't an ego guy. It was all about other people and doing what he can to make teams better.
As great an athlete as he was on the court, even better person off of it.
Not many people expected him to succeed at Ohio State, much less be there all 4 years. Not only did he exceed that, he excelled, and he became one of the poster childs for college basketball in the country during that time frame.
Went on to an all-Big Ten career with the Buckeyes, winning League Defensive Player of the Year honors twice, as well as 6th Man of the Year as a freshman, and helped lead the team to the Final Four as a sophomore. Graduated Ohio State with over 1,000 points scored, and as the program's all-time leader in assists and steals. Aaron Kraft, #1 on 44's Top 44 Male Athletes.